11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. These two teams, of course, the Titans and Ravens, met in the postseason a year ago. And really, along with the Titans win the previous week in Foxborough, it was one of the shockers of the postseason. The Titans a 6th seed on the road. The Ravens, they were the top seed, riding a 12-game win streak and coming off the first-round bye. But where that game was all Tennessee, they led 28-6 at one point, ultimately winning 28-12 and sending them on to the AFC title game in Kansas City. Running jet sweep here, Humphries. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. No score after one on EA Sports. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. This one caught by Davis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
To the air again, Tannehill. Got a man, it's Humphries. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Tannehill's pass complete.
Adam Humphries. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So after the blocked PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This one taken just inside the 10. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
34-yard line.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin as time expires in the first half. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point.
Justin Tucker.
You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes...
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 4th touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the 3rd. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. Incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. He'll look to throw. The open man is Smith. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. And right side, Henry's got it. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
For Jonnu Smith.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
And 5.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19.
Today's final score.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
so for Baltimore, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week. Start your week by installing your game plan.
Teams, 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Even blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one.
Tonight, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's a special Thanksgiving night presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff for Baltimore.
Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Ryan Switzer on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. The numbers there for Conner in last week's game. 21 carries, 82 yards and a touchdown.
And now they've played.
And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Now we get our first peek at the Ravens offense, and at the helm, of course, the most valuable player of the NFL in 2019, Lamar Jackson.
And to me, he's one of the 2 most difficult guys in the league to game plan for in the NFL, and I add Patrick Mahomes in that category. But just about every team we talk to getting ready for Lamar Jackson says the exact same thing. We've got to slow him down running the football, yet no one's been able to really do it consistently. Now, the most impressive thing about his game to me, how he's developed as both a passer and a leader. His team believes in him.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Willie Snead. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
Justin Tucker.
And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Ryan Switzer on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Play action. Now Jackson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. To throw again. Jackson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
But now it's 3rd down. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That one good good for 10 yards. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. We are headed to the fourth here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Smith-Schuster.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Roethlisberger's pass intended for Eric Ebron. Incomplete.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say, it's always fun to work on things. If it didn't go well in your game, with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week. Start your week by installing your game plan.
Teams, 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want to go.
Tonight, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, Justin Tucker gets a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
This is Tony Pollard. And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
First down, Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And right away, he lost the football.
Matt Judon. Lamar
It able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the 1st down.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's got this down to the 35. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson, he'll take a shot for the end zone. Open man, Boykin, he's got him. Touchdown, Baltimore. Miles Boykin with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And the Ravens lead at 7-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score.
Justin Tucker to kick.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Short kick. Now a hit and a loose football. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. And this one might be going the other way. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
With the score,
the Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. From the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. 2nd and 16. They go play action with Jackson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And it's good to make it 14-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown.
Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now Pollard. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd and inches at the 30.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Connects here with the tight end Blake Jarwin. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Prescott from the gun. Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here. And now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
2nd and 10. And
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot. Went for it all on that one. This time.
Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And it's up and good. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now Pollard. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trailed. Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Ravens have got it.
Jackson set.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Out to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it is 28-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now Pollard. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And he's got room. There he goes, Amari Cooper. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Baltimore, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah.
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
Flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have